Hello my friends, this is your friend Iggy back again. In this video, I'm going to show you some gameplay on Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Fortnite, Grand Theft Auto 5, Doom Eternal, Borderlands 3, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Now, I'm going to be showing you on the XFX Radeon RX 5600 XT Thicc II Pro, the 6GB card. Now, unfortunately, I can't use my AverMedia 2 capture card because it only does 1080p. I'm going to show you some gameplay at 1440p, so 2560 by 1440. And again, I'll be using Streamlabs OBS for this, so there will be a little performance hit, but not too much. All right, so let me just go ahead, start it over here, and let's go ahead, open up Ghost Recon Breakpoint. All right, so before we go into the game, let's go into settings and video. So 2560 by 1440 at 60 Hertz because it is through Streamlabs OBS. And I did have to disable temporal injection. That makes things a little bit blurry. And we're under Fidelity FX Sharpening, medium, all the way through. So let's jump into the game. All right, now before we go run out there, look at this level of detail. And we'll go into that in one sec. You can see all that pollen just moving out. Maybe not pollen. I've never saw one before. That's pretty cool. Might be a city.
Hey.
Where?
Okay, now let's find these hostiles. Enemy contact. All right, target in my pool. Got it.
Look at that detail. Fibers in the clothing.
Contact. Eyes on hostile.
Let's go ahead and do some flying. Look at that, how beautiful it looks. Let's see if I can get into good old gunfight over here. Suspicious noise. You figure. I want to check your flight plan. You have a landing right here. So, to the detail, look at that. Just how amazing. Let me get close to this wall so you can see more of that hair. The hair looks amazing. And as you get to portions where you're talking to people, you can see the pores and almost each and every little hair follicle. It just looks amazing. Alright, so let's jump on over to the next game. And I will mention that that is in Vulkan as well. All right, so let's stop this recording and we'll go ahead and restart it. And let's go ahead and open up Fortnite. All right, so we are playing in DX11. Let me go into the settings real quick. All right, change to window full screen. So let's go ahead and put it back to 2560 by 1440. unlimited FPS, and everything here under Epic. All right, apply. Yes. All right, and let's go into play. So right now, just standing here, we're in the 70s. So the thermals aren't too bad either, at least on the GPU. The hotspot, it's normal, unfortunately, for it to get that hot. And it can't get all the way up to 110 degrees. So we're doing well there. And I'm talking about the hotspot. And of course, since you are utilizing AMD's drivers, you can set your own fan curve from within the drivers. Like it's right here. Just wait right here. Thank you.
Hello? Anyone there?
I don't know. I think that could have been my teammate. I didn't realize I selected teammate. Oh well. Just for fun. And I'm out of ammo. No good. Bug. Oh, that was awesome. All right, well, that's about it. I just wanted to show you how well it performed in Fortnite. So let's go ahead and jump on over to the next game. Let's do some good old Grand Theft Auto 5. It's been a while since I've played that one. All right, so before we jump into the game, let me go ahead and show you the settings real quick. We are at 2560 by 1440 full screen, DX11 60 Hertz. This is a 120 Hz monitor, but again, I do it for Streamlabs OBS. Okay, we have MSAA at 2x. We have population and distance scaling all the way up, and we have all of these set to very high. MSAA again at 2, AMD CHS, and 16X over here under anisotropic filtering. And then under advanced, we have all this good stuff here. Again, we didn't make any changes, so I'm gonna skip all that. And let's go into story mode real quick. Look at that detail.
Right up here, homie. I'm about to go nice and slow for you.
Yeah,
Oops.
that's cool. Hey, remember we gotta be careful with these rides.
Remember, I'm playing keyboard and mouse, so it's a little bit difficult to get a good drive in on here.
It ain't got glamour, but it's some money to be made.
So him and Tanya can peace. Homie, I'm good.
That's meant to be your.
Hey, you too, homie.
You want to get whips like this? You gotta.
If you remember on my older videos, I would play this on the 480.
I stick to repos, dog.
And I mean, it looked good and everything, but it didn't look anything compared to this.
Right.
But I hear you.
Up here, through the studio. Let's show these movie people how we do.
Oh, we filming here, huh?
Keep up, homie.
If you want to chunk them things.
Now, mind you, sometimes I am getting into the 50s, but again, I'm recording with Streamlabs OBS here, so it is taking a performance hit. And as I do in all my gameplay videos, in the description below, I will have a list of all my components, so you can compare and contrast with your own system.
To the left, to the left. You do like them little cars.
I heard you talk, homie. You big everywhere except where it counts.
Fool, knock it off. How about we let Tanisha decide that?
She definitely ain't dumb enough to
We going right.
yeah, whatever you say.
We going left into this parking lot.
Shit, cool, homie.
Keep busting, low.
Whatever, homie.
Some kind of dope player. Now I'll tell you what's dope. Carry one of those, remember those bits like those brick cell phones that we had back in the day, like from the 80s?
I'm gonna make a withdrawal, homie.
Fuck it, that's the Union Depository.
Yeah.
What you going slow up the road?
All right, so you can see how good that looks. Mind you, Grand Theft Auto 5 is an older title, but a lot of people are still playing it. And, you know, now on this, you can play at the highest. And again, if you're not screen recording, you're going to get well over 80 frames per second on this game. So let's go ahead, jump out of this game real quick. All right, now let's get started on some Doom Eternal. I did have a bunch of issues with this. This was one of the reasons I started using Streamlabs. With MSI Afterburner right there, you can see on the screen, you can see all, you know, the frames per second, the temperatures and everything. But unfortunately, the minute we start playing Doom Eternal, it goes away. Now it's on the top right-hand corner with Doom's own. Just look how beautiful this game looks and just how quick it is. This game has such amazing graphics. So I don't know if I showed it to you, but we'll go into settings, we'll go into video, full screen, default for monitor, 16 by 9, 2560 by 1440, VSync off, of course. Streamlabs is giving me an issue with HDR, so it may not look as beautiful as it could, but it still looks great. And then down here we are everything on Ultra. So let's just jump back into the game for a bit. That's enough of Doom Eternal. You guys can see just how beautiful that looked, how fast paced it was, of course, at like 12 trillion frames per second. So let's get into some Shadow of the Tomb Raider real quick. All right, so before we start playing, let's go ahead into the settings real quick. DX12, 2560 by 1440, full screen and exclusive full screen on. We have Fidelity FX on, 60 Hertz, graphics, everything high on here. All right, and let's get started. You can see from here, mind you, we're a little bit in the shade right now, but the detail is beautiful.
The bucket's leaking.
Come on back. We'll try again.
Okay, Jonah, you can let go.
All right.
Let's get across.
Guess we go through here.
After you.
No, really? Ladies first. He is a true gentleman.
What's that?
I think it's some sort of sealer or... Help me with this.
Sure. What is it?
It's a recipe. Seems to be a mixture of herbs. It could help if we run into any more jaguars.
Let's hope we don't. Way out is over here.
Come on, let's get into some light. I want to show you guys the detail.
We're getting closer to the village.
I can't wait to get back to civilization. These are different from the ruins in Mexico. You guys know what's
No. I mean, there is supposed to be a secret city of gold in Peru, Haiti.
I think we can get out that way.
Jonah, help me with this. On 3, 2, 1.
Go, Laura. Whoa. I had my hand off the mouse. Whoa, that was rough. Man, come here, let me help you get this up. Get him. Now you become the hunted. Ah. I'm out of arrows. Alright, well, anyway, you can see a little bit of how Shadow the Tomb Raider plays. It looks beautiful, high frame count, and all that good stuff. So let's jump on over to the last but not least, Borderlands 3. Alright, so before we get into this, let's go ahead into options, visuals, and we can see some of the presets, or some of the settings, sorry. 2560 by 1440. Then coming over here to advanced, we're at DX12 with the medium preset graphics, which sets some things to off and high and medium and all that good stuff. So jumping out of there, let's go ahead. So we're in the 70s. Now, I was getting in the 80s as well without, oh, we're in the 80s now. So that's pretty cool. Without OBS, but it seems to be playing well with OBS now. So beautiful. Oh, there's something behind me. The big guy.
Do you see me? Hungry, eh, beast?
Good boy. It's my dog. And now we're in the 90s. Almost makes me feel like I forgot to hit record. We'll check that out in a minute.
Let the hunt take you.
And let my bullet break you.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Lavender Crawley is the matriarch of the Crawley family, a bloodline of particularly snooty pumpkins. She must die.
Who was shooting? Oh, because I'm running through acid. Or, I don't know. But anyway, so just to show you some gameplay there on Borderlands 3. Now let me make sure that I was actually recording, because I was actually recording. So anyway, again, showing you on the XFX Radeon RX 5600 XT Thicc II Pro. We played all these games. You guys got to see the performance, some temperature as well, or probably all the time temperature as well. And you guys can see that it actually is a great card for the price. Only a little bit more than the 5500, but stay tuned. I will be doing some comparison on this card to another card. Not the 5500 though, because kind of that would be an unfair advantage. It would be bullying. But anyway, this is Iggy again with This Bites For You, showing you the performance of the XFX Radeon RX 5600 XT Thicc II Pro. Iggy out. See you guys.